Hello everybody, this is Chadwick's Racing. I've been talking a little bit about ProxMox lately. I just kind of want to go through what I've been doing um, in my migration from VMware or EXSi, which is VMware's hypervisor. And basically what's going on is I don't have a means to get a license, and the licensing is rather ridiculous to keep VMware going as an individual that only needs a couple of virtual desktops. So I was turned on to ProxMox, and I am in the process of migrating everything that's in VMware to ProxMox. So if you don't know what ProxMox is a hypervisor that also has vCenter-like features built into it. So you can see here, I have some VMs already that have imported and over. I just want to kind of go through what I've experienced. It's not uh, layman's terms, it's not simple to do. It's actually pretty complicated. You definitely need to have experience with VMware. You definitely have experience with server hardware, storage. So basically, to be able to bring over something from vCenter or EXSi hosts, you have to use this tool called the OVF tool. And OVF is a tool that is free to use for developers. And VMware provides that for free for you to download. So you have to have a fully installed ProxMox instance or node. You have to have some storage, and then you would be able to um, import the VMware OVF tool as a zip, unzip it, and then be able to use it to pull virtual desktops from your hypervisor, your EXSi hypervisor and storage. And so what this is going to do, it's going to pull over the VMDK, VMX, and an OVF file that's going to allow me to then convert it to RAW format, because that's one of the ways that ProxMox works is you use a RAW format. So it's .image is the format. And then you'll create a virtual desktop here and import the disk in. Other attempts I've tried to do is try to pull over the OVF file, which is supposed to create the virtual desktop for you and all that. That has not been successful for me. So I found this method to be the most successful. So first you need to have the OVF tool. Then you need to have some instructions how to use the OVF tool. And then you need to have the instructions to how to bring that virtual desktop into ProxMox. And so I'm going to kind of go through it really quickly. So I've already brought in my Ergo node from VMware, my hypervisor. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to convert it. So basically I just need to tell it where to reference the VMDK file to convert to RAW format. So we are pulling in our Casper Ergo node. And so basically I've done this so many times I have this down. So it's just this command, you're converting VMDK to RAW, and then this is what I'm going to be saving the image as, and it will be called ergo-image, and that's going to take some time. Okay, so we're back. So this took about 20 minutes. I think it was a 200 gig disk. So it takes a little bit of time, especially on the server I'm on. It's not very fast. It doesn't have a lot of cores. But it's really just for transportation because I'm going to rebuild the other host that has a lot more RAM and CPU power behind it. So we converted the image to RAW, and so now we have a ergo-image.img file, so that's a raw image file. And so the next thing we need to do is we need to create a corresponding VM. So we need to create a VM, and we're going to call it our Ergo node. That's what it is. I'm not going to use any media. Everything's default here. I'm going to delete the default disk it's going to create because we're going to pull in the disk. I don't care about CPU size right now or the memory size. Just keep those default. I don't really care about how the network comes in. Although that is going to be another video because the network doesn't come in right because of the driver. So I'll have to talk through that one on another video. All right, so you can see virtual machine with the ID 111 has been created. That's going to be the Caspa node or Ergo node. Okay, looks like it's ready to go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our console, our shell console, and we're going to import that into virtual machine 11. Wow, can't type. Okay, Ergo machine, we're going to change it to 111, and now it's going to import this, and this is going to take another little bit of time. Yeah, so we have a 200 gig disk. You can see it's importing it. And we'll just let it go through one little time. You can see. So I got 2 gigs, so 1% of the disk. And I'm going to pause the video and we'll come back after it's done being imported. Okay, we're back after about another 20 minutes or so. And it's at 99%. It's about to complete. So one of the things we're going to do next is the disk is going to show up as unused under the virtual machine. We're going to have to assign it to the virtual machine. And then we're going to have to set up the boot order, and then we'll turn it on for the first time. And then I'll see if I can't remember how to fix the issue with the network, the NIC. And if I can't, I'll just end the video and make another one. There it goes. It has been imported. So we'll go back over to the virtual machine. First, we'll exit this screen. And we'll go to the hardware. And you can see the disk is now there, but it's imported. We'll edit the disk, leave everything default, click add. It's now added to the machine as a disk. And we'll have to go to the options of the virtual machine and edit the boot order. And we'll move that disk up to number 1. So now it will boot and we'll power it on. There you go. It booted, and I will log in, and we will see if I don't have net tools installed. Yeah, they're not installed, but what we can do is show, I think it's IPA. All right, so we can see is this uplink here, ENS18, is down. We need to set it to up. And the way you do that is you go IP link set dev and then the interface ENS18 and set it to up. Maybe say link devs operations not permitted. All right, I think that was the issue. All right, yep, it's in the up state now, but we still don't have an IP address, right? We can manually add those things. However, I think it's easier just to, there's a setting in here where you can edit the, where is it at? Yeah. So basically you go sudo nano etc slash netplan slash 99 underscore config dot YAML. Oh, what the heck happened? Okay, so now, so we don't have any NIC settings. We're going to create them. So we're network version 2 renderer network D Ethernets ENS18. And we're going to set the DHCP4 to, oh, DHCP4 to true. So we're going to review this really quick. Network version 2, renderer, D Ethernets. We're specifying the interface. All right, now we're going to save this file. We're going to exit this file. We're going to verify we did create it properly. Yep, so we did. And the next thing we do is we go sudo netplan apply. And if we go back to IPA, now you can see that our ENS18 interface is up and now has a DHCP IP address of 192.168.93.115. How about that? Okay. I will include the instructions for everything in the link when I post it. All right. So thanks for watching, and hopefully this has been helpful to see all this in action.